Hello everybody, this is Weeping Blade here with another video. And this is an overview of my account after 492 days. If you'd like to support the channel, please check the Amazon affiliate link in the description. Any purchases you make will help support, including Amazon app coins for WOTV. So, with that being said, here's a little overview of my account. Here are my units. So, here with fire, I have a lot of units here, a lot that aren't fully built out. Units such as Luartha, I could definitely build her out more so. I have enough shards to like even 140 her because of all the Mog metals that I use daily from like guild and stuff. I've gotten enough shards to build her out if I really take the resources and time to do so. I've kind of been like all over the place here. So like I built Pizarro, I'm slow building Sweetheart Ildira for fire evasion, but that's kind of like a god meta. It's a dead meta, right? So but I could still go for it because I find it fun. Maybe use Addison Raid there and see how that works, because she's very helpful. She's a light unit, and she's helpful for evasion teams, but I think Zaro lacks the power because he doesn't have a 140. I'm not sure about Sweetheart Ildira. She might not have one yet either. But with that being said, Kingmont, building and working on him. He actually has enough to be 120'd. I have enough shards for him, but I gotta build him up. I just haven't worked on Dark. My biggest problem right now is XP queues, and I'm trying to level up various units and try to build them up while running a bunch of alt accounts that I play on to make content and like just try out different elements. So the amount of time it takes to do everything is definitely limited. Him I want to build for like raid content in the future. I know he was helpful with the Final Fantasy VI rerun. With Kafka's raid, like you can solo him with the raids or duo him, right, to clear the raid. So I'm gonna have him built for the next time. And let's go to Ice. So Ice, I'm definitely lacking proper building of units. I'm slowly building Reagan here. I just got Alaya today through, luckily, the 10 UR ticket poll we got today. So I'm glad to get Alaya because she looks really fun to use. And I hear she's been a beast in the past, right? And ultimately, that's exciting for me. But right now, my main focus is kind of working on the selection quests. And as you can see, I'm building up the units. This is probably the most built sort of out of any units I have for selection quests that I can really use, or at least that I put progress to the most. This is definitely it. Win, my most lacking team, definitely. There really isn't anything here. I have a lot of characters, but none of them are really built up. You have Dario Horn here. We've got Cyrell, right? As well, but not built up. So definitely Win's lacking. Earth, one of my biggest teams. Right, we have Oberon, we have Regular Mont, we have Liviel at 99. We have Bradley, he's all built up. And the Queen Mashari, I'm slowly building her. Galzak, gotta finish him when he comes back to the far plane. But Earth is one of my strongest teams. Definitely not fully sort of developed though. That's my biggest issue over the years that I've played this game, right? In my year and a half or whatnot. I haven't full focused like I should have, right? And I think that's the biggest difference now. Is now it's easier to mono element like straight off the bat as a new player. And I would do that if I were to start today. Lightning. So Lightning, I've definitely built some characters over my time playing this. Here we have Lightning in Lightning. We have Slime. We have Renan. We have Charlotte. We have units like Ibarra in Alfred. not Alfred, Alphonse. Yeah, so we have units like Alphonse, Resnick, Ibarra, Queen, Skahal, but none of them are really built, so I've kind of gotten like old sort of meta units here. I don't know if Renan was ever meta, but his TMR is useful, so that's one thing. And that's about Lightning. Any plans for Lightning? Like if Lightning gets her 140, I'll definitely 140 her. Maybe should get Renan up to 140. My current goal is sort of endgame PvE content. Yeah, my sort of goal is endgame PvE. My goal is endgame PvE content, so that's really my focus here, and I'm not really sure what teams to have would work best for like the legendary reliquaries, right? And I'm gonna have to try it out more when I have more time and go through and build teams. Here we have water. Definitely not really a built element, but we have some MRs built up for selection quests. And I guess to take back what I say earlier, water actually has built units for, where with ice, I'm still building them up, but there's a lack of resources that has slowed it down, and I gotta build it the proper way, which is by like going through quests and like gaining experience and farming with those units to then level them up. But we've got Ildira, she's helpful, a very helpful support. Tyrell, tank, not a tank. I thought he was a tank, but I guess he really isn't a tank. It's like a damage dealer. Cyrese, crazy, not Cyrese, crazy. Damn, she's crazy. Okay. That's how I have to remember her. Damn, she crazy. Yeah, so my water teams definitely could be improved more so, right? Definitely could have more units. Definitely could go for, if I had the resources, I would go for Ferris and go for the new Summer Glaciella, right? When she's out, and go towards water, because I do like water as an element. I really like Astrius as a unit because of the Lucio quests that really hyped him up. But with that being said, definitely could do more here. Don't really have any real units built out for like top end game content, but that's my water teams. Here's Light. Light's one of my stronger elements. Here's Lucio. Easy unit to max out for any sort of player. I definitely recommend going with Light if you're starting new, just because of how easy Lucio is to build compared to other units. You go through his quest, you get the materials, you complete the mission objectives, and you get everything to build him up. And he's basically a free, really decent unit. Like, he's helpful for clearing endgame PvE content and clearing mission objectives and chaining. He's super useful. Here we have MR Fina, support unit. I have Starlight Elena here, right? And she's not fully built, so she's kind of been like a slow build over time. What I do have is Addison Rae. I like her because of her support for evasion teams and her sort of unique utility. In Bart's, he's just another top tier sort of like premium unit, and I'm building him out, and I'm really excited to use him once I've got him at 140. Now let's go to Dark. So Dark was my starter sort of team that I really built up. Lucia here was my first unit I got. She was my starter unit, but Dark was the team I really went for. Like, I got Dwayne basically day one, or the first week that I started playing, and this is when he was with the meta. He was a meta with Black Rose Helena, and they were kind of like a powerhouse team. I forget who else was on that team, but essentially they ruled the meta at the time, and or at least near the time I started, and so they were a threat to be reckoned with. not so much right now, but I mean, Dwayne does get used. I don't think Black Rose Helena is used outside of PvE content, but Dark Fina definitely does. Sephiroth. Should build him up, but I didn't. Basically, during the month that he came out, that was a month I took a break, basically. I built him a little bit, got him, but I took an unintended break from the game, and then I missed on Yuffie, and so I couldn't build Fire Evade, even though I got Pizarro. Unfortunately. And Joker, he's the reason why I played this game. Persona 5 announcement got me into the game, and at the time when he came out, I didn't really understand that the limitations of the Mog Shop, so things like Soul Medals and Mog Medals, are only limited to the collaboration event period. And so once that ended, I thought I could build him more, realized I couldn't. And because of that, I've been slow building him ever since. We have like 40 days left until I can get him to 120. And the unit I basically came to this game for, or all the units. That's why I have Violet here, and then I have Queen here, is because of Persona 5 and my love for that game. And yeah, so those are the units. Let's view my equipment. So, here's the equipment. Here's the equipment. Here's the equipment. So, here's my... Oh, I had a filter on. So let's unfilter. Here's trust stuff. Super useful things like bells. Black Rose Helena's headdress. Haste and magic up. Haste, hate down. Haste. And what else? Reaction block rate. Yeah, that's pretty helpful. PvP stuff. So that's sort of the state of my TMRs, a lot of useful gear. I'm trying to keep this quick because I did this earlier and it took like 30 minutes. If anyone wants to see longer content, let me know. And I'll do a more thorough sort of explanation of things, but I thought I'd keep it short here. Here are my weapons. Out of anything, I have weapons built the most out of any sort of equipment. This I regret doing. Building a Vital of Dawnlight. I really only did it because I wanted to get multiple copies of this. I wanted the 20 slash attack resist piercing rate up, right? And I just wanted to collect every version. I was kind of doing that at the time of Full Metal Alchemist as well. Like I built a magic and a crit version of this. I did it just in case, but I'm not really gonna use it. Those multiple versions, so it was kind of like a waste of materials I could dismantle, but I'm just gonna keep it as is. And that's my weapons. As you can see, much shorter list here, but I've got some endgame sort of raid gear, which is really helpful. And then here for accessories, I have like an endgame piece of raid gear. Definitely could use Soul of Thamasa. I think for my mages. Let's see. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure Galmea coat showed up. Al's chalk case. So again, like during the event period for Full Metal Alchemist, I was building multiple of everything. So I think I got one of like every type for some reason, just in case. Which there isn't really a need to do that, but I wanted more accessories. I guess I didn't do that with Al's chop case because I knew that. Yeah, I got 2 shields. I thought it would be a nice defense accessory for units because I'm really lacking. But besides that, that's kind of like my equipment I've got set up. Here are my Espers. So I've got a lot of things. What I don't have is most of the dark units. I have Dark Odin. I have Dark Tetrasilphid, but I don't have Dark Bahamut or Dark, what's Dark Golem or Dark Ramu. But besides that, I've got the classics like Odin. I've got Bahamut. So for my spending with this game, the only time I've spent was for like a discounted pack for 2000 paid viz, and that's when I got Bahamut. And then like a week later, I got another copy of Bahamut from a free sort of draw there. So not the greatest, but I don't regret it because that was never guaranteed. And I played for like over a year at that point, and I hadn't had Bahamut, and I really needed it. So definitely no regrets there. And those are my Espers, now vision cards. Let's look at the vision cards. Let's look at them all. So I built some. Definitely gonna build that up. Free card. Agathion. Agathion. Ifrit. Titan. Mind Flayer. Ramu. Ibarra's card. Yeah, I'd never built her up, but I played an alt at the time that had Ibarra, and I thought she was amazing. And so I went for her on this account because I was so, like, just surprised. I'm like, I'll go for the vision card, but I won't go for the unit. That's how I played the game for a while. Dark Odin, here we have Black Rose Helena's card, Anima. Joker's vision card. Lightnings. Some Addison Ray ones. Free stuff. Zaros, the Dragon Quest one. The slime one. Sephiroth's, the Full Metal Alchemist ones, and that's about it. So yeah, I definitely, one thing overall is you can see my stuff. I could have been way more focused with everything. I feel like that's definitely a big fault on my account, is that I was kind of like spreading my resources too thin. And because of that, I didn't really focus entirely on the team. Like, I got like 1 to 2 to 3 units, and then kind of went to a different element. Instead of getting like 5 that chain correctly, right? Like, sure, magic and just the element will chain, but if I had a full slashing team of characters, that would help me out in some circumstances more than others, right? So I kind of regret not doing that. But besides that, that's sort of my overview of my account and all my units and everything. And this is 492 days of play. I just want to confirm that. Let's look at the... Is it player information? No. It should be logins. Login bonus, right? And then the month. Here it is, 492. There it is. And at the day 500, I will think I will get a reward. Anywho, I've been Weeping Blade, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, bye.